Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Miracle Maker Football Channel. In this video, I'm bringing you the Chelsea player ratings versus Man City. We played a 4-4 draw with Manchester City, a game that the Chelsea players came up, they really turned up against Manchester City. It was a brave performance, and by far this is the best performance from Chelsea under Todd era. Definitely, it has to be the best performance. Man of the match, Raheem Sterling, was on fire. He turned Kai Walker into a schoolboy. It was a great performance from Cole Palmer, Conor Gallagher, and the rest of the Chelsea team. Thiago Silva becoming the oldest player to score for Chelsea in the Premier League. This might be the last season for Thiago Silva. It will be a very big miss. If Thiago Silva is playing, you see the clear gap in the level between him and the rest of the Chelsea defense. So without further ado, we go straight into the Chelsea player ratings. The first person we have is our goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez gets a 7.5. If you didn't watch this game, you will be like, why am I giving a goalkeeper that conceded 4 goals 7.5? This is to show you how good the game was. In this game, I guess we saw only one offside. That's to show you how tactical and organized these two teams were. It was a classic thriller, a game that is worthy of a World Cup or UEFA Champions League final. It was a beautiful game, the best game by far this season. Robert Sanchez put in massive saves. The wonderful low shots from Erling Haaland, he saved it perfectly well. The way he collects ball from the air. According to statistics, Robert Sanchez had 5 saves only in the penalty area. Just in the penalty area, he had 5 saves. Robert Sanchez against Manchester City, the 25-year-old, proved dependable whenever he was called upon. The whole 4 goals scored was not his fault, and the first goal was clearly not a penalty. Robert Sanchez gets 7.5. Reece James, who isn't fit enough yet, but today against Manchester City, he bossed Jeremy Doku. Reece James once again proved why Manchester City and Real Madrid are after his signature. He bossed his wing perfectly well, giving no chance for Jeremy Doku, and he came up with 1 assist. He assisted Raheem Sterling's goal. Reece James is our best player overall. Yes, Reece James needs to be fit. The Chelsea medics needs to keep Reece James fit, because a fit Reece James is a menace for the opposition teams. Reece James, despite playing only 64 minutes, he got 1 assist and created 2 chances and 1 big chance. He took 2 shots and completed 3/5 tackles. He won 6 grand duels and 1 area battle. Reece James against Manchester City was phenomenal. So a 7.5 for Reece James. Axel Disasi gets a 6.5. It was an okay performance from Disasi, but he wasn't up to the level of the rest of the backline. He put in a decent performance against Erling Haaland, though he's still having an issue defending set piece. Though overall he had 1 successful tackle, 7 clearances and 3 headed clearances against Man City. So Disasi gets a 6.5 in our player ratings. Thiago Silva, the oldest, the most experienced, and still the best Chelsea defender and one of the best in the world currently. Thiago Silva gets 7.5. The more Thiago Silva plays, you wonder if he is aging or if he is getting younger. Thiago Silva got his first goal for the season, and the celebration shows how much that goal meant for him. Though he was unlucky with the City's last goal, it was a big deflection. It is not an own goal, it is a deflection, and Thiago Silva didn't mean to deflect the ball into the back of the net. Thiago Silva gets 7.5. He scored one goal, got one clearance, two interceptions, one grand duels. It was an astute and wonderful performance from Thiago Silva. Marc Cucurella, who was once again phenomenal, despite being on yellow card for much of the game. Marc Cucurella still gave Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden a run for their money. Marc Cucurella gets 7.5. He created one chance, had 3 tackles and 1 interception and many others. Marc Cucurella proved that he is a capable cover for Ben Chilwell. We barely notice the absence of Ben Chilwell because of the brilliance of Marc Cucurella, who has been phenomenal. Remember that he almost joined Manchester United earlier in the transfer window. It is a blessing for Chelsea that Marc Cucurella did not complete that move. Going into the midfield, we have Moses Caicedo. Moses Caicedo gets a 6.5. Moses Caicedo against Manchester City, he tried his best. Earlier in the game, he was struggling to have a foothold in the match, just like most of the Chelsea players. But we grew into the game. Moses Caicedo had 1 clearance, 1 tackle. Now, if you are looking at the defensive statistics and how much we bought Moses Caicedo, you expect much from him. In a game against Man City, Moses Caicedo is supposed to win more tackles, but according to statistics, he only won 1 tackle in the midfield against Manchester City, which is very poor for a Manchester City that loves to control the ball. Moses Caicedo put in a decent performance, but it wasn't up to the level you expect from a £115 million player. Moses Caicedo gets a 6.5 in our today's rating. Enzo Fernandez gets a 6. Enzo gets a 6. Enzo currently is underperforming below the standard we saw earlier on, especially against Liverpool. He needs to find his rhythm. Though it wasn't a poor performance from Enzo, he put in a decent performance. Nothing spectacular, but not a bad performance. He completed 5 passes into the final third. He had 1 tackle, 1 clearance, and 4 grand duels. He created 0 chances, and this is the area Enzo needs to work on. He has that creativity in him, but time after time, recently, he hardly creates chances. He needs to create more chances because we don't have prolific strikers. So the more chances we create, the more our chances of scoring. So Enzo against Manchester City created 0 chance. 6 for Enzo Fernandez, whereas Conor Gallagher gets 8.5. He was clearly the best midfielder against Manchester City by far. Defensively, attacking wise, Conor Gallagher was putting in defensive shifts and attacking prowess. He is the best midfielder against Manchester City, and in this season overall. Conor Gallagher against Manchester City contributed. He had a hand in 2 goals we scored. He had 1 assist. It was a rebound from his shot that Nicholas Jackson got his goal that got Chelsea back into the game. Conor Gallagher had 1 assist, took 3 shots, 4 passes into the final third, 3 accurate long passes, 2 tackles won, and 6 grand duels, amongst many other statistics. So Conor Gallagher against City was sensational. He was sensational. He gets 8.5 in our today's player ratings. Cole Palmer gets 8.5 as well. Cole Palmer, early in the game, he had a shaky start, but he grew into the game and became a menace to City. He was tearing Manchester City apart, making Pep Guardiola to wonder if this is the Cole Palmer that spent his time at City on bench. Cole Palmer against City was wonderful. He had 1 goal, created 1 chance, took 3 shots, 7 passes into the final third. Yet he contributed defensively by winning 1 tackle. Cole Palmer against Man City, he was brilliant. Cole Palmer is our best signing in this season. Yes, we got him for as low as £40 million, but he is by far our best signing in the transfer window. Cole Palmer gets 8.5 in our today's player ratings. Raheem Sterling, man of the match, gets a 9. Raheem Sterling today was Hazard. We saw what we used to see in Hazard in Raheem Sterling today. Kyle Walker, who is the fastest, couldn't get a grip on Raheem Sterling. He was tearing him apart. He was turning him inside out. The only way Kyle Walker could get the ball from Raheem Sterling was fouling him, getting him down. Raheem Sterling created so many opportunities, driving past people. It was when he was moved into the right wing that his influence dwindled a bit. Raheem Sterling against Man City, he scored 1 goal, created chance, took 2 shots, completed 4 dribbles, which is the most in the Chelsea team. Raheem Sterling, the man of the match, gets a 9 in our today's player ratings. Nicholas Jackson gets a 7. Yes, he scored 1 goal. It was a predatory instinct, something we expect from him. Be around the 18-yard, then be observant to know what is happening. Immediately Conor Gallagher took the shot. He was the quickest to react, and it was a wonderful placing from Nicholas Jackson, who has scored 6 Premier League goals. Remember, in my previous video, I made mention of strikers scoring penalties. Nicholas Jackson, without a penalty, has scored 6 goals in the Premier League season in 10 starts. It is not a bad start. So for those criticizing him, remember he is only 21 years. The likes of Didier Drogba, Van Persie, Aguero didn't score up to 6 league goals in their first professional season. So Nicholas Jackson gets a 7. It was a wonderful performance from Nicholas Jackson. Malo Gusto replaced Reece James in the 64 minutes, and he came in, and it was as if Reece James never left. He continued from where Reece James stopped, though he missed a glorious opportunity to put us ahead. And I didn't we scored that goal, Mauricio Pochettino would have brought in maybe Leslie Ugochukwu to see the game off. But defensively, Malo Gusto was a menace to the City attack. He was very good defensively and pushing forward, running past people. He gets a 7. Mikhailo Mudryk, it was his run that created the goal scored by Nicholas Jackson. It was his run that drew so many people to him, that created space for Conor Gallagher to have a shot at goal. That one run created something. So Mikhailo Mudryk gets a 6 in today's player ratings. Amanda Broja, who came in at the 90th minute, despite Nicholas Jackson still being on the pitch, a massive kudos to Mauricio Pochettino, because all his substitutions against City was top notch. They were perfect. They were correct. Amado Broja gets a 6, while Ugochukwu doesn't get a rating because it was too late for him to have any impact in the game. This is my player ratings. Let me see your opinion and your ratings in the comment section. Who is your man of the match? In our video, Raheem Sterling is the man of the match, but who is your man of the match against Manchester City? Who do you think deserve a higher rating or maybe a lower ratings from my video? Subscribe to this channel if you are yet to subscribe. Hit the like button on this video. Stay cool and stay blessed. More updates will be on your way. Blue always will be the color.